All he does is make plays. Dare Ogunbowale. How's it going, Dare?
I'm good. How you guys doing, man?
Doing great. You know, I was writing a little piece about OTAs and thinking about you, and I saw a little highlight clip of the Buffalo game last year. And you had that big first down late where you slid. The clock keeps rolling. I know we didn't win it on that drive, but then you had the little quick, short pass and get down and bang, kick the field goal, go away. And obviously, winner against Jacksonville. We can name a ton of them. But you take a lot of pride being able to show up for the big moments and the little moments.
Absolutely, man. It's, at this stage of my career, being able to kind of directly be a part of winning games, just in, like you said, in those situations you mentioned. At the end of games, it's always special for me, man. So it's definitely something I take pride in.
So this is if my math is correct, year 9?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Year 9. Okay, take me back to 2017 as a rookie, 2025 in year 9. What one piece of advice would you give rookie Dare to get you through to year 9? What would you look back and go, man, as a rookie, I wish I'd have known this?
I probably would just say, bro, just know that I was good enough. My rookie year, man, we had some good players. I was drafted with another running back, my boy Deontay, and it was just a lot of doubt. You know what I'm saying? Just the way I didn't know the way the NFL worked and the way depth charts worked and stuff like that. So it was just a lot of confidence I lost, and I feel like it might have set me back a year or so just because I wasn't playing like myself. I was trying to kind of fit this mold that I thought I had to be, to be in the league. And then obviously year 2, year 3 come along, and I start realizing I'm good enough, and I feel like my rookie year could have gone a little differently if I just knew from the beginning that I was good enough. Looking back now, I know I'm good enough, and I've been able to make a career out of it.
But how important is fit and a proper role, an appropriate role, if you will?
It's huge. It's huge. In this league, it's huge, and rosters are so big, guys are so good. So you just got to be able to find a role, find what your coaches, what your team needs you to be, and be able to do that. And it's one thing to have a role, but obviously you got to be able to do that too. So being able to, like you said, make those plays that I've been able to make throughout my career has helped me out.
Okay, I want to talk to you about one of those because we had MJ in a little bit earlier today, and we were talking to him about this fake punt, Miami, because you've made plays in all, as Mark said, you made plays in all different realms.
For sure.
Fake punt against Miami. Take us through that play because everybody was shocked. And it sounded like from what MJ said, you guys were shocked in the huddle when he called it.
So the crazy thing about our punt team is I'm a third down back, you know. So punt team's on the sideline on third down talking it through. I'm on the field because it's third down. Yeah. So Weeks comes out for fourth down. We don't get the first down. Weeks comes out for fourth down. He's like, run the fake. I'm like, get out of here. We're not running the fake. Like, we've had this fake in since 2022. We're not running this fake. MJ's like, hey, we're running the fake. I'm like, oh, we're running the fake. Like, it's time. Because they're telling me. Frank didn't tell me. They're coming on the field telling me. So I'm like, let's do it. And we've practiced it. We've drilled it numerous times, me and MJ, or Weeks to MJ, the MJ to me. So we knew we'd be successful with it. But just the fact that Frank dialed it up in that moment was dope, man. And being able to get the big play off of it. Made it not as pretty, hit the ground, the ball came out. So couldn't celebrate as much as I wanted to. Because we had to make sure the review looked good. But no, it was a good vibe, bro. Everybody was on the sideline having a good time after that. Frank definitely dialed it up.
Dare, I feel like we ask you this every year, but when I look at young backs coming into the league, the first thing I think of, one of the first things is pass protection. Right. Are you good at it?
Right.
When did you become good at it? Were you good at it right away? And that had to be one of those things you realized, you know what? I'm good enough, but I've got to be good enough to do this.
For sure. I'll say from a mental standpoint in college, Coach Paul Christ, he had a very NFL pro-style offense when it came to the passing game. So it was a lot of pass protection, a lot of double reads, kind of like how we have to do now. And then from a physical standpoint, I really had a couple mentors throughout my career. Jaquiz Rogers, my boy. Houston guy
Quiz?
too. Exactly. Yeah. We were in Tampa together. He showed me the importance of just being a good pass protector and technique and stuff. I mean, granted, he's a lot shorter than most running backs, so he already had that natural leverage. But just being able to have that technique consistently is something that I learned from Quiz. And then Carlos Hyde, when I was in Jacksonville, another guy that played with the Texans, he just showed me how physical you got to be with these linebackers when you pass protect and protecting quarterbacks. So I would say it was a combination of a bunch of things that kind of got me to become a pretty proficient pass protector. But I would definitely say those mentors helped me a lot.
Quiz and Quan, man, they were some
dogs.
They went
bro.
to my high school. Their uncle is one of my best friends. So I've been watching him for a long time. Now Quiz would hit you now.
Shout out to Quan too. Shout out to Quiz and Quan, bro. My
Quiz,
boys.
man, he was something else. You mentioned something earlier, Dare. I want to ask you about how many players over the years, like you said, we've been in this league going on year 9. How many players have probably lost opportunities, lost jobs, not because they weren't good players, but they just had seriously lost their confidence?
I mean, it's countless. It's got to be countless, man. It's a tough job, man. And they say professional sports, 90% mental, 10% physical. I mean, I don't know the correct stats on that, but I mean, it's crazy how mental this game is, man. And just being able to have that confidence in yourself and know who you are, bro, is something that is essential, man. And like you said, it's a lot of guys aren't able to find that. You know, it's even if they're a star at college or big player coming out of high school. I mean, when you get to the league, everybody's like that. So it's you kind of can find ways to get lost. But just being able to stay grounded, having the right people around you, man, it's been huge for me. Just having my family and friends around me and keeping me on the right track with that. And it's been a blessing, man, being able to do what I've been able to do.
I got a question about family in a moment, but I've got a bigger question about this offense and what it's going to be like. What are you seeing, Dare?
Kale's he's got us dialed in, man. I love the way he's installed the playbook. I mean, starting there, just a guy like me who prides himself on picking up playbooks quickly. I mean, he's made it very easy for us to learn this offense, and so that's been big for us. But I mean, there's big plays to be had. Obviously, we've always had an explosive offense once 7 got to the team, so we're not worried about that. But just being able to stay on track, and just the way that we've needed to, you know, these last couple of years, I think we'll be able to do that this year.
Dare, when you look at the running back room, there's some seasoned vets like yourself, some young dudes. You talked about Quiz earlier. You talked about Carlos Hyde. Those guys, you know, pouring into younger you. How important is it for you to kind of pour back into them? Because I know there are some guys that are like, look, I got to play, I got to keep a job. But how important is it for you to kind of share what you've learned so those guys kind of pay it forward as well?
Yeah, for sure. It's huge, man. I mean, especially we get a player like Woody. We draft Woody. He's a good guy. He definitely wants to learn, you know. And that's when you got a guy like that wants to learn. I mean, I don't think there's any vet that doesn't want to help him out, you know. So it's been good to be with it. And then even the other young guys, we still got Jaws, we got British, and DP's still a young guy in my eyes. I mean, seeing him coming so it's just we've got young guys that are eager to learn, and I definitely am a mentor, and me and Joe both help out. But we got DB, he's a hell of a coach, man, and he makes it. He makes it so easy for all of us, so we really don't have to do too much when it comes to that. But like I said, I mean, when those guys ask a question, I mean, I'm always excited to help them out just because I know what questions like that are because I ask those same questions, and it's gotten me to my 9th year in the league. So definitely want to help those guys out so they can stay in this league as long as possible.
How often do you and Sis compare notes on playing so long and so well as pro athletes?
I mean, that's one thing. That's probably the only thing I got on her right now is being able to play longer than her because I mean, she's an animal. She's an animal out there. It's a blessing to be able to see her. And the same thing I was saying with DP. I mean, it's just I can't believe she's in her 7th year right now, man.
Yeah.
Like I remember watching them draft day, watching her in the Final Fours and stuff like that, and now like I get to watch her and breaking down the huddle, you know what I'm saying, pumping up her teammates, leading her teammates, just seeing her in that leadership role is just, as a big brother, has been amazing to watch.
So what's the off season for you? Mini camps this week, family barbecue Thursday. After that, 5-6 weeks off. What you got planned?
Yeah, so this weekend I'm going back to Milwaukee. Me and Eric Murray hosting a camp in our hometown.
There you go.
So that's going to be dope, a free camp for the kids. And then after that, just back here training. Season ticket holder with the Dallas Wings, so I'll be courtside, be courtside at all the home games during that break I can, and then get back to Houston. You know, get ready for the heat, and getting my body acclimated to that for training camp.
Yeah. Make the pitch. WNBA back to Houston, right?
I would love it. I would love it.
Come on.
We deserve one down here. I mean, I think it would do well here. Huge city. I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I think it's a no-brainer.
And you got 4 flags already up there, right?
Exactly.
Bring 'em back.
Yeah, excellent. Dare, thanks a lot for joining us.
No
Good
doubt.
luck.
Always a pleasure, guys.